G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be reviewing a Wi-Fi FPV drone that I picked up from AliExpress for only $30 last month. This just arrived today, so I'm going to show you quickly what we get in the actual case here, and also we'll take it for a test flight, see how it flies, see what sort of flight time we get, and we'll see what the camera quality is like. Now this one is called the E88 Pro. I bought it from the KB DFA store, like I mentioned, for only 30 bucks last month, and I ended up buying the 3 battery option. So let's open up the case here. I'll show you what we get. There is the drone there, guys. As you can see, it's a Wi-Fi foldable drone. Looks pretty much like a copy of a Mavic Mini here. It has a dual camera, one on the front and also one on the bottom for optical flow. You can choose different types of options. You can choose 1, 2, 3 batteries and also a 1080p option as well. Just folds out just like so. Now you got to take the 4K on these toy drones with a grain of salt. Usually they're 1080p cameras here, or 720p. What they mean by 4K is that in the app itself, it just does interpolated 4K photos. So what that means, they just blow up a 720p or 1080p image, okay? All toy grade drones are advertised as 4K these days, but I'm pretty sure this one would have like a 1080p camera here, okay? So it's a very lightweight drone. There's nothing to it. We've got the on and off switch up the top here, so we'll press that. Got some nice LED lights all the way around on the front, on the back here, and even on the top. All right, so pretty neat looking quadcopter here. Now you can get this in 2 color options. You can go for the black one like I have here, or the gray model as well. And the camera here is adjustable just by hand. It's not electronically controlled. All right, so very lightweight. Like I mentioned, you don't have to register this in the USA. Is nowhere near 250 grams. This one, I think maybe at the most 180 grams. So we've got landing legs on the front here, on the front arms like the Mavic Mini, and on the back here we've just got these little tiny, hopefully you can see that, those little tiny feet there to stick the landing, okay? Now this drone does not have a SD card on the bottom, so it's just Wi-Fi capable only, and you'll be recording all your videos and photos on the app. All right, so let's put that aside for a second. So we have 2 extra batteries here, in a total of 3 batteries. One is in the drone. As you can see, I powered it on just a second ago. Now these are 1 cell, 3.7 volt, 1800 milliamp hour batteries. They do state between 8 to 10 minutes per battery. So with 3, these 2 and the one in the drone, we should get close to half an hour's worth of flight time. Now these just charge up with the micro USB there. So if you've got an Android phone or Android device, you could just multiple charge with different cables all these batteries at the same time. Now they do state they'll take about an hour, hour and a half once these batteries are fully discharged to charge up. Okay guys, now onto the transmitter. This is a very common transmitter with toy grade quadcopters and drones. It looks like a DJI Mavic or Mavic Mini transmitter here. These antennas are fake. As you can see, they're just bits of plastic to simulate antennas. They don't have any wiring to them. The actual real antenna is hot glued horizontally about here in the transmitter up the top. Okay, we've got some nice smooth gimbal sticks here. We also have a series of arrow buttons here. We have the automatic takeoff, we have the automatic land, and all these other buttons are your trimmer buttons. So trim left, trim right, trim forward and back, on and off switch just in the middle here. On the back here we also have the battery tray. It takes 3 AA batteries, which I'll put in a second. Now on the top of the transmitter here we have a series of buttons as well. We've got the speed switch there on the left, so we've got 3 different speeds for this quadcopter. We also have a headless mode button just there. This button here is a gyro reset, so you can reset the gyros on a flat level surface. It's a good idea to reset the gyros before you take your initial flight, and also if you happen to have a mishap like a crash, you just reset it again on a level surface. And we've got our 360 flip button to do your little tricks, okay? And on the bottom here we have the phone holder which just pulls out like that, and you can fit a decent sized phone in there. Okay, and all that's left in this case is some accessories here. So we got our tree hanger prop guards, which I never use, and we also got two different A and B props there, and the actual USB charger cable, as well as a Phillips screwdriver. And we also have these two bits of paperwork here. We've got one for the app, so you can download this with a QR code or just search RCFPV in the App Store or Google Play, as well as a quick start guide here. Okay, it's in English and Chinese. You just fold it out, and it's got all the information you need to know about the drone. It's double-sided. Okay, all the controls, so everything you need to know is in this instruction booklet. Okay, and that's about it, guys. So let's take this drone out. I'll hook it up to the Wi-Fi app, the RC FPV app, and we'll take it for a flight test. We'll see exactly how it flies for the $30 that I paid for it, or around 20 US, with a 3 battery combo. And I've got a feeling this one is a bargain for beginner flyers. I actually wish I had this type of drone when I first started the hobby back in late 2015. I paid a lot more than this for a drone with absolutely zero features or options. All right, this also does have altitude hold as well, guys. Okay, so let's go out there and take it for a flight. G'day guys, well I'm out here with the E88 Pro quadcopter here, the one that I picked up off AliExpress, and we're going to take it for a quick test flight out at this field today. I'm at a different location, haven't been here for a while, so I thought I'll come down here. There's no one on this field, so it's a perfect day to test this one out. Now, before I start flying it, I'd like to just tell you that I had some issues with the RC FPV app on 2 different Android phones. Okay, the phone that I got on me right now had the same issue as another Android phone that I tried out when I was at home. Basically, I think this app is better suited probably for iPhones on the iOS system. Now, what I did find the issues were with the Android app on 2 of my phones is that it does connect to your phone with no issue, but once you try to take a recording of the camera footage, it just boots you out straight away. And also I noticed when I used a screen recorder, it boot me out straight away. But what I did just before starting this video is that I did connect to the app and I was able to take some photos. So I'll put those photos up on the screen right now, and you can check out the quality of the camera. Now, the quality of the camera, it is a cheap camera, of course. It's like a pinhole camera here. That's the type of quality you're going to get in your video, as you'd see in these photos. So anyway, I'm going to just take it for a flight. I'm not going to bother with the app today, mainly due to those issues. I think this might be a issue just with the Android phones only. I think you probably have better luck with the iOS version. Okay, that just sometimes happens with these particular Wi-Fi apps. They might work great on a iOS and not that good on Android, which I experienced here today. Now, before I take it for a flight, I'm going to do the gyroscope reset, which is this button here. Okay, you see it flash. All right, and we'll do it again just to show you again. The lights flash and it's calibrated. All right, guys, so let's take it for a flight. All right, guys, so yeah, I just think the issue might be just on the Android system. You probably have better luck on the iOS. All right, guys, so let's take it for a flight. I'm going to use the takeoff button. All right. Doesn't seem like it really needs much trimming. There is a tiny little bit of wind. This is in first rate. Nice and smooth little quadcopter here. Okay, and we've also got that optical flow sensor on the bottom as well. Let me bump it up into rate 2. Now, because I'm not using the app, because it runs on 2.4 gigahertz, I'm going to get better control not using the app, and if you're new to flying drones, I suggest you don't use the app at first, because you may have flyaway issues. Plus, you want to concentrate on how to fly the drone rather than looking down at your Android phone or iOS. You want to concentrate on orientation and flying. So we're in third rate. We'll get you a flight time. I'll just keep flying it until it no longer wants to stay in the air. Nice bright LED lights there. Wind is picking up a little bit. It is a very lightweight drone, so it's not something that you want to fly in high winds, that's for sure. You just get taken away on you. There we go. Bit of a flyby. So let's try some of the flips here. Okay, so I'll try to front flip then, and it done a roll. Okay, so I think this one might just have rolls and no front or back flips. Let me try that again. Just go into the wind there. Yeah, it only has left and right roll, this one. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in third rate and it's sort of struggling a little bit because the wind's picked up now. So like I said just a second ago, you just want to fly this on a pretty calm day. If I let go of the stick, I'll go forward a bit. I'll let go of the stick now. That is the speed of the wind, guys, see that? But in third rate, it's fighting it pretty well. It can hold its own. If I put it in rate 1, I think it might struggle a bit. It's just holding it in rate 1. Rate 2, you can see I've got a bit of pitch there. So go back into third rate. Now, it flies really nicely, guys. So, you know, if you haven't flown a drone before, I think this is going to be a pretty good deal for you, because you're going to have 3 batteries. It's foldable, portable, it's got its own case. And this one was only around 30 bucks from AliExpress. You've got dual cameras. And, you know, if you can get the app working, possibly I'm thinking on an iOS system, it might work fine. If you've got an Apple iPhone, you know, you're going to have a lot of features within that app. Different flight modes, editing software as well. I think you can add music and all that sort of thing. Gesture, photo and video, trajectory, flight, and you can actually fly it with your phone. But unfortunately, guys, couldn't show you any of the app features today because it just doesn't want to cooperate with any of my Android phones. Okay, it looks like we've got some flashing lights now, as you can see. Let me just show you that on camera. The wind's taking it. Whoa! You hopefully see that. Flashing lights now, so that's LVC warning. So we'll see how much longer it can fly. Pretty sure these are 1800 milliamp hour batteries. I would have mentioned the claimed flight time earlier in the overview. I can't remember at the moment what I said. It could have been 10 minutes maybe. But I'll definitely put the flight time up on the screen once it does land. This is the very first cycle of this battery though, so looks like it's trying to land. I'm just keeping it up in the air with the throttle. Won't be able to do any flips or anything like that anymore. But it's a nice flyer, that's for sure. Okay, we've got fast flashing lights now. Got the throttle all the way up and it wants to land, and it cut out. So that is the flight time. out of this little quadcopter, the E88 Pro. Not too bad. I'm thinking maybe we got 7 to 8 minutes out of that battery. Like I said, this is the very first flight on this battery, so it is a brand new battery. Each time you give it some more recharge cycles and fly on the batteries, especially these lipos, they do tend to get to their peak duration of time after a few different cycles. So it's possible you probably get up to a minute more the more you fly this drone. So you get 3 batteries, like I said, which is a pretty good deal for the price that it's going for, that I picked it up for on AliExpress. So anyway guys, I think it's a pretty neat little beginner's quadcopter that doesn't break the bank. You know, like I said, and you can see in the overview, you get a whole bunch of extras. Mainly the extra batteries are a bonus. You can buy this in 1, 2, 3 battery combos, but I suggest just spend a couple of extra dollars more and get the 3 battery option. All right guys, so there you have it guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick video and review on the E88 Pro I picked up from AliExpress. If you're interested in this one, I'll leave a link in the description below. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent little quadcopter for those that want to just try out flying a drone for the first time, just to see if you like the hobby. So yeah, there you have it guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next video. Hope everyone had a great new year, and I'll catch you on the next one.